If your business isn't making sales, by the end of this video, you will be. Because the truth is, if you sell a product online, your options are limited. No one ever talks about how there are only 4 ways to increase your sales for a product or service online. And this video covers the only 4 ways that you can improve your sales from easiest to most difficult. But stick around to the end because often the most difficult things we can do in business are the ones with the best ROI. Now, let's back out. The big secret, every sale online is done with incomplete information. And your customer in their phone has dozens of Amazon products or Airbnb listings that they get to run through and decide which one they like best and trust best before they move forward making their purchase. So take a second, write that one word down, trust. It matters so much more than you know. Now, the fastest technique to get more sales, number 1, is price. Every online marketplace has multiple sellers, multiple buyers, and they come together and they make the market. A product whose price is high is going to get less customers. A product whose price is low is going to get more. And the threshold at which someone has to believe your product is good is lower with the lower your price. People see less risk in spending less money. $10,000 products need more consideration than $100 products. Now I want you to stop and think about your product or service or listing on the site in which that it's sold. You'll see that your product or service is lined up against dozens of other competitors. And when you think about how a customer goes through that website to make decisions, price is always a consideration. And what most business owners miss, because they never learn this when starting their business, is price discrimination. This goes by many names in many different industries. There's something called dynamic price in short-term rentals, surge pricing on Uber, demand-based pricing, or algorithmic pricing on places like Amazon. The product or service that you sell will change in value over time, whether there's many people selling it or few, whether someone has urgent need for whatever you offer. During the fidget spinners craze, the price of those items went up. During the Super Bowl, prices for homes go up on HomeShare. And let me be really clear, this is not simply lowering your price always. It's determining the moments in time where you have a weakness in the market and you should lower your price before your competition does, so you can win preference on price when all else would fail. Practices number 2 through 4 are ways that we can fail less as business owners so we don't have to compete on price as much. These are the real solutions that drive real value for business owners. The second one is really easy still. It's to increase your positioning. Every product or service or listing can be sold on multiple sites or platforms. If you think of big box products like DeWalt or Milwaukee Tools, they'll sell on Amazon, but they'll sell on the Home Depot website, they'll sell on their own website. And many business owners miss this because it seems like such a boring truth, but if you could do nothing else but to increase the number of impressions your product gets on the internet, you naturally will get more sales, because sales is a funnel. If 100 people consider your product, 2 people will buy. Now get to 2,000 considerations and 40 people will buy. Let's increase the volume of your exposure. Airbnb hosts can go to sites like VRBO or Booking.com. Amazon sellers can go to Redbubble or make their own Shopify sites. And they can leverage sites like Pinterest, Instagram, or TikTok to increase exposure. And if I can be honest with you, a lot of people won't do this work. This is a powerful first step to really deviating against your competition, because a lot of people get so used to just fighting on price, they'll take what they can get. Most business owners only work with the tools they can comprehend. Most people don't want to pick up a new weapon. Distribution can be your new weapon. Now, number 3 might be your favorite. It's mine. And let me know in the comments if you really connect with this. You can increase your perception of product. We've already fought on price. We've already fought on position. And perception really online is everything. I would like you to open up your product or listing page. I'd like you to take a good, honest look at what you sell. How beautiful and trustworthy is your listing or page? As we get into this one, my name's Rakidzich. I'm a business coach, and my students have made over $1 billion. And in 2025, perception has been the strongest lever for increasing sales with my students in over 43 different countries. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret that is so obvious once I tell you. Everything online is visual. Everything is visual. So your photos matter the most in anything that you sell. But what most business owners fail to realize is exactly how much is communicated in one individual photo. Your photo will signal to a customer your build quality, the material, how trustworthy you are, how much effort you've put into your product or your service. It will also signal the context in which it can be used and what type of customers have bought your product previously. In the short-term rental space, there's something that we call perception of effort. One photo can tell an Airbnb traveler if the host cares about the property or not, or if it's just an investment property owned by some rich real estate investor. And in hospitality, people don't want a sterile property. They want a property that they can love because the host loves it too. On Amazon, we look at the photos to determine if the product is just a miniature or if the product is going to break in just a week. We can determine if a mattress is completely memory foam or if it's a coil mattress before we even have to click on the listing to look at the specs. In some industries, the photos are everything. In some industries, the photos are just a little bit of a time saver. But be honest, you already know this about customers. Customers will do anything to save a few seconds online. They have no relationship with you, so if they can answer the question mostly in a photo, they're not going to click on your listing to determine the specs of a product that you sell. So if I were you, in your business, no matter what it is that you have, in the world that you sell, take a day for a new photo shoot. But first, brainstorm on who your customers are, what they're buying and why. What do they need to see in the photos to confirm that your product or service is the right one? And then spend a day overshooting way too many photos, 10 times the number of photos you think you need. So that way, days later, when you have that folder of photos, you have the highest likelihood of having the photo that's going to best express to your customer that you're the right person for the job, whatever it is that you sell. And yes, we'll stop right here. I know what some of you are thinking. We've already paid thousands of dollars for a beautiful product photo shoot. We've already put in the work. But let me ask you something. Have you ever read a business book twice, years ago and then maybe more recently? Do you remember how impactful that book was the second time? How much more you learned that second time, not because the book changed, but because you changed. You knew more and thus you could get more from that book. Your ability to sell your product and connect with your customers through photos is increasing year over year. As you become a better marketer or business owner, you should be updating those photos to better signal that your product is better than your competitors. And you becoming a better business owner is key to number 4. You can always also improve your product. This is the hardest one, but innovation of product is the one that has the biggest moat against your competition. Improvements cost real money. You're not just changing the packaging. If you were an Airbnb host with a kind of ugly property and you learned all about interior design, to improve that product to make it beautiful is going to cost real money, thousands of dollars. And if you remember, we can rewind to the beginning of the video where we say that once people learn to fight on price, they don't make any of these other changes because they're taking the low-hanging fruit with the tools that they have in their belt, the tools that they can comprehend. So if we break that down to the most core truth that we can deliver in this video, it's that most business owners don't have an innovative mindset. They're in their space to make money and make that money as passive as possible for as long as possible, doing the barest of minimums to hold on to their revenues while they try to live out the rest of their lives. Companies that innovate their products and improve their products, that add new features and update their widgets are going to be the products that stand the test of time. And companies that center innovation as part of their business model, where they update their products every few months if they can, those companies make innovation easy. So that way, when the going gets tough for your business, if ever, this is not the first time that you have to fire up that engine and hope that it runs. If you ever wanted a truth in business, a North Star that you could follow, take it to the bank every single day and cash that check, it's that the only thing that we can count on in any industry is change. And if you could be the business that sets the pace of change in your industry where everyone else is forced to keep up with you, you will make all of the money and everyone else will fall off in your wake. Thank you so much for being here at the end. If you want to learn more about business, content, sales, mindset, innovation, every tool in my box, from being here on this planet 39 years, being a business owner for 15 years, surviving homelessness at the age of 23, and now being here, successful in business, life, and in content, follow for more. I'd love to teach you everything that I know. It's my favorite thing to do is teach. As always, my friends, I'll see you on the other side.